Hi, my name is Mary Stewart Anderson, and today I'm going to give you a Web 2.0 tool tutorial on Evernote. The first thing we need to do is go to www.evernote.com, and once you get there, we're going to sign in. According to the website, Evernote builds apps and products that are defining the way individuals and teams work today. Evernote provides one workspace and lives across your phone, tablet, and computer. It's a place to collect information, find what you need, and present your ideas to the world. Some important features of Evernote that I will share with you today are notes and notebooks, images, documents, web clips, and using features like shortcuts, reminder, delete, copy note link, the share menu, tags, and search. So if you have never signed up for Evernote before, you're going to want to sign up here on the left-hand side. Once you have, you're going to click here at the top right corner, click sign in, and there you'll put in your username and password, and then it will take you to your home page. Well, Evernote is a great way to keep notes. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to create a note. So over here on the left-hand side, you're going to click the plus sign that says New Note, and then it will take you to the New Note section. I'm going to title my note, and I really want to make a note about the Skinny Taste Pavlova recipe, as I tried them the other night at book club, and they were fantastic. So I'm going to title it Skinny Taste Pavlova Recipe. Now I want to make tags so that I can organize my note, and so at the top I'll probably type in some things that will make it easier to find this note later. So I'm going to type in Skinny Taste and Pavlova and recipe and dessert, and that'll be a good way for me to find this later. So when I do finish my note and I click done, I can go back over here to the left-hand side where the tag section is and click it, and then I'll be able to find my Pavlova recipe by going down to the P, finding Pavlova, clicking on it, and there it is. So I'm going to go back to making my note. If I click this top right icon with the arrows, it will expand it so it can take over my whole page. Now underneath the title, I can click and it will take me to the note section, and there I can write all over it. So I'm going to write that I had this dessert at book club, and that will remind me where I found it. And I can change the type using the toolbar at the top. I can change the font or the color or the size. I might make this a little bit bigger and make the font a little more appealing. And I can underline or add bullets or a chart, whatever I would like to do. Now, next, I am going to make a list of things that I need to get at the grocery store. So I'm making a recipe, right? So I'm going to create a to-buy list, and I'm going to underline it to make it super official. And then underneath, I am going to put a checkbox. Now, the checkbox will allow me to actually check things off. So I need to get eggs and another checkbox, sugar and raspberries and heavy cream, and those are going to help me make my pavlovas. So now that I have a checklist, I can actually click it to put a check or unclick it, and I am going to add a link to the recipe. So here at the top I actually have the website where I found the recipe, and I'm going to add the link to my Evernote. So I click on the website, and I'm going to click on its location, and then I'm going to put Control-C for copy, and then I'm going to go back to my Evernote and click on this link icon, and I'm going to enter that, Control-V, in the link section, and here I'm going to put Skinny Taste website link to recipe. And then I'll hyperlink it to my Evernote, and then I can find the recipe later when I want to make these. Next, I would like to add a picture. There are two ways to do that. I can choose a picture from the website, or I can choose one that I have downloaded to my computer, or one that I've taken and put on my computer. So I'm going to go to this website here where I have a picture of a pavlova. I'm going to right click and copy image, and I'm going to go back to my Evernote, and I'm going to click and write Control V, and that will insert the picture into my note. Now, I would also like to upload one from my desktop, so I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to drag and drop. And when I do that, it's going to highlight the web page and add the picture to the bottom of my note. So there it is. All right. Now that I've added pictures to my notebook and it looks really, really great, or to my note, I want to move my note into a notebook where it can be organized. Now, here on the left-hand side at the top, there's an icon for a notebook, and a notebook is a great way to keep them organized. So I'm going to click on that. Under this, I have several sections, and right now this is under travel, but that's really not what it fits. So I could put it in Skinny Taste, or I could put it in recipes, wherever I feel that it will most belong. So I'm going to click Skinny Taste and put it there. Now, if I wanted to create a new notebook, I would just click Create New Notebook, and then it will let me create a new one and put it there. I think Skinny Taste is a good place for it now. So I'm going to go back to my home page so that I can stay really organized. I'm going to click Done, and here it takes me back to the home page. Now this, I was looking under Pavlova, so I'm just going to go back to all my notes. Here they are, all organized, but they're organized by the order in which they were created. I would really like to organize them alphabetically, so I'm going to go to Options, and it shows you the different ways that you can organize notes. I work alphabetically, so I think that that would be the most helpful to me. So I'm going to click Title Ascending, and there my notes show up in alphabetical order. One of my favorite things I learned during this project about Evernote was about the web clipper. When you first sign up for Evernote, it puts a welcome note in your note section, and this was extremely valuable to me. I learned about web clipper by going here to this highlighted piece, excuse me, and it let me download the web clipper, and it attached an icon to my browser, this elephant icon here in the corner. So the great thing about it is if I'm on the internet, and let's say I'm on Houstonian Magazine, and I find an article that I like for example, this is talking about a farmer's market at City Hall, and I would like to save it for later, either because I didn't get to read it or because I think the content's really interesting. I can just go to this top right-hand icon of the elephant and click, and it will allow me to save whatever I'm reading to my Evernote. So I can save the article, or a simplified version, or the full page. I could just bookmark it, or I could save a screenshot. So I am going to save the article, and here you can choose which notebook you would like it to go in. I think Houston Eats is the best place for this, so I'm going to leave that there. And then I can add a tag, so I can do farmer's market, and click enter, and then you have a tag. I can do Houston. I can do Houstonia. I can do a number of things. And then I'm just going to click save, and you'll see it says it's clipping, and then it'll say syncing, and that means that it'll be placed in my Evernote across all of my documents. All of my Evernote applications. I'm going to go back to my home page here, and I just used web clipper, so now maybe I want to share what I've learned or read about, and so I'm going to go and find a note that I want to share and click on it, and then on the right hand side I can click the share menu and choose one of the options. There's send a note, use Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, email, or just share the link to my page. That's really helpful. Another really helpful part of Evernote is the opportunity to add a reminder. So I can go here, and let's say I'm in Charleston and I'm going to visit my cousin Nancy. So I can go up to the top and click Edit Reminder, and it says Reminder Added. So I've added a reminder, and then I'm going to click Notify Me, and I'm going to give the day. So let's say I want to be notified tomorrow. Then it will add that to my Charleston note, and it will send me an in-app notification and an email. And to get rid of that, I can just mark done or clear the reminder, and it will take it away. Now to search my notes, I can go over to the left-hand side and click on this search tab, and I can type in anything I like. So let's say I'm looking for the farmers market that we just read about. I type farmers, and here is the article that we just found, and it's all saved in my notes, and I can get to it really easily just by using that search feature. Another great thing to do, let's say that I want to come back to this later, I can add a shortcut. So similar to saving shortcuts on the internet, I'll just click here on the star and it says add shortcut. And then later when I'm looking for this article and I know that I've saved it to my shortcuts, I can go to the left hand side, click on the star, and there it is right here, and I can get to it really easily. Evernote is really fantastic and wonderful. There's so many fabulous features and so many things that I didn't even get to show you today. And there are also things that I would like to explore more. The business and premium versions of Evernote have even more options, and you do have to pay for those, but that is something that I would like to eventually get to do. One last thing before I go today, I want to share with you some classroom uses. Under notebooks, I have one that says teaching, and here I have a note that says classroom uses for Evernote. So some ideas I had for using this would be making a collage, similar to the one that we did in class, but you could do lots of hyperlinks and connect it to online pieces. Another would be using Evernote as a journal, so those students could type into the Evernote each day. Another thing would be to create a blog about school topics and teach others about what you're learning in Evernote, and using the share column, you could send it out to others. Taking notes on Evernote, you could do that. There's also an audio feature on several of the apps that you could use. And another one would be making a presentation, and this is something that you could do using Premium and Business. They have a presentation mode where you can actually use each note as a different slide. I got some extra help from pcmag.com, so that's where my tips came from. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to my next screencast-o-matic. Thank you.